Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the recap here on the Bodybuilding News Network of the 2024 Texas Pro. Men's Open Bodybuilding Division specifically is what we're going to start off with. So if you're interested, make sure you stay tuned all the way till the end. We will also discuss the 212 division and the current qualification list for the Mr. Olympia this year. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. As you can see, the scorecard for the open division on the right, the poster on the left. Now we have obviously Andrew Jacked winning it. We will talk about him kind of in the middle of the video, but I did want to highlight the second through the fourth place finishers and give them their due diligence, give them their that respect, that professional courtesy. Now we did have Jordan Hutchinson ending up with second place here, a Texas native, and pretty solid second place finish here. I liked what I saw from him. His structure's good. He's growing. The conditioning always could improve. It seems a pretty common trend in the men's open division is the conditioning is getting kind of sacrificed for the shape. Nathan Epler in third place, solid placing for him. He did great in Chicago, and he did great here in Texas as well. So very competitive lineup for the second through the fourth place finish to include Lewis Breed. And of the United Kingdoms, a very convincing fourth place finish here. Brought great conditioning and made some improvements from last week. So I was happy to see him move up. Great photos, but really no videos outside of the video you can see here from Flex Online, Flex Magazine Online. You really didn't see any high definition professional grade videography from the promoters, from the photographers that were here at the show. All of the media organizations that were there, there's nothing. There's no 4K footage of Jordan Hutchinson. There's no 4K footage of Lewis Breed. And there's no 4K footage of Nathan Epler. The only athlete we're seeing is Andrew Jacked. Now, if this is, and this is obviously conjecture, this is an opinion piece. I don't know if this is the league stopping online journalists from critiquing the show from home and kind of giving our opinions on what's going right and what's going wrong when it comes to judging. We can see or we cannot see certain things, specifically the density and possibly the transition shots when you look at just the photos. But that's why they've been having all these videos, is so we can actually see everything that the judges are seeing. So essentially we can be judges of our own from home and give our own opinions on what we like to see and where we want to see competitive bodybuilding going in 2024 Olympia 2025 competitive season. So I'm not liking this trend I'm seeing from these photographers at these pro shows. Obviously, they're getting paid to do a job. So if the promoter's telling them not to post something, I understand why they are not. Moving into the 212 as I start to get into a rant, we have a phenomenal Jordan Janowitz. Sorry, I had to rethink about this for a second as we switch over to the 212. He did a great job. I was very happy with the conditioning he brought, the structure. Jordan Janowitz placing second here in the 212. He did really well at the Tampa. And a newcomer, not technically a newcomer. We've seen him compete at the New York. We've seen him compete in a couple different shows. I believe he was down there in Brazil as well. Look at that. An Argentinian and Brazilian 212 competitor, Francisco Barrios, VLK at the end. I don't know if that's part of his name or not, but he brought good conditioning. The structure is really going to hold him back, if you ask me. The narrow clavicles, the somewhat thicker midsection towards the obliques kind of popping out towards the posing trunks. In the front double, you can really see the narrow clavicle. So an interesting pick. The triceps somewhat underdeveloped. The biceps looked good, though. So we will see where he's going to be placing in the future, but congratulations to him. Moving into the open qualification list for this year's Mr. Olympia, you can see here everyone except Andrew Jacked is listed as he just competed. He just qualified. But some of the newcomers, or really the only newcomers we're seeing here, is, as you can see on the screen, Martin Fitzwater is a new competitor to the Olympia lineup. We haven't seen him on the Olympia stage yet, so we're going to get a very good opportunity to see him next to a lot of these guys. You could see him next to, we'll talk about him in just a second, Mohammed Foda, John Jewett, John De La Rosa, William Bonac, Akeem Williams, Tonio Burton, maybe Theo Leguerrier, maybe Rafael Brandao. Once you start getting up the list a little bit, that's where you're going to have a kind of a hard time getting those comparisons. But there's a good chance he could be in that top 10. There's a good chance maybe he slips outside of it with such a stacked lineup. And finishing off the video, leave a like. It really does help the channel get some momentum after our quite long hiatus from bodybuilding, reporting, commentating, and journalism. Is Mohammed Foda from Egypt winning the Tampa Pro. Or no, the Chicago Pro. He won the Chicago Pro, placed, a lot of people said, a very controversial second. I didn't see it that way. I thought it was a very good and fair show. But thanks for watching. Consider subscribing. I'm your host here, Josh Sanj, and I'll see you in the next one.